Holy shit. Oh my god, I look so... Hello friends of the internet. Today I am taking a stab at transforming myself into an Asian baby girl, or an ABG. So what is an ABG? You may ask. I personally don't think I ever identified as an ABG or am an ABG because I feel like there are a lot of criterias in order to become an ABG in the first place, but I have a lot of just admiration for ABGs. I feel like they are the counter-revolution of Asian women being confident, super powerful, like very sexy and confident with their own body and comfortable with their own sexuality, which is something that is completely awesome and against the traditional narrative that Asian women have to be soft or sweet looking or docile. It doesn't matter, honestly. It doesn't matter if you are a quiet Asian girl or a loud Asian girl or an ABG or a quiet like Christian church Asian girl. Asian girls are freaking Asian girls and we are all fabulous in our own freaking way, and so are ABGs. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is going to dye my hair. Traditional ABG hair may look like this, or may look like this, or may look like this, and usually involves really light colors like ombre, balayages, or a lot of bleaching. I honestly don't know what look I'm gonna go for yet, so we'll see when we get to the salon. So let's get on to the hair part first. Guys, I'm currently on my way to getting my hair done, so I am super excited. I haven't dyed my hair in so freaking long, so really excited, and also never this light because I never been kind of, oh my god, I never been kind of, I don't know, bold enough to try it, so I'm really excited that this video is an excuse for me to try new hair. Also, my tripod barely fits in my bag, so that's why I'm holding it like a baby.
Hi, my name is Q. I've been doing hair for like 18 years. I'm the owner of Decode Salon. I love doing hair. I love doing hair coloring. Hair chose me. I didn't choose the hair to do hair because when I was like 19, at that time, someone asked me if I wanted to work in this hair salon, and then until now it's been like 18 years, and I'm very passionate. Like I really love it, and I want to do hair like for the rest of my life. For coloring Asian hair is a little bit more difficult because the hair is like level 2 black and contains a lot of red in it. When you do the pre-lightening process, always come out like orange, things like that. So it takes a lot more time compared to other type of hair. The most popular trend for Asian hair is they all want ash color. They always want ash. ash and ash. Because like I just mentioned that the hair always come out reddish, orange. So ash is like you have to eliminate all the red tones.
Usually when you get your hair done, the stylist looks at your hair type first, whether you dyed it in the past, etc., to assess how to proceed with your specific dyeing process. They actually had to even the tone of my hair first. My roots were actually way darker than my tips, which were naturally lightened by sunlight over time. And also parts of my hair still has remnants of random box dye that I used a long time ago. They actually had to dye my whole head darker first.
You want to say hi?
Hi! Then they also had to do a light haircut, mostly to remove weight because I have really thick hair. I feel like there's two types of Asian hair, mainly like the super soft and silky, smooth, fine hair, and my thick ass hair. I'm like, where did my soft, silky black hair go? Then the foliage / lightening process began and is the longest part of the process. I think this part ended up being 4 to 5 hours alone for me. Basically what they do is take one tiny strand of hair and they tease or backcomb it, and they take the rest of the hair and brush it with this bleaching product and then fold it up in foil. And then there's some sort of chemical reaction with the heat from the foil. Please don't quote me on this because I did not get a degree in chem. The reason they tease the hair is apparently afterwards when you kind of put everything down, like the darker hair seamlessly blends into the lighter hair. Also, I just look absolutely ridiculously hilarious in this stage.
Wow, I literally look like Medusa right now. This is a fabulous look.
So after After halfway into this bleaching process, like 2 hours, they go in and check and retouch the bleaching product again because Asian hair is very, very hard to lighten. And a lot of salons who don't get Asian hair lets it kind of just stay orangey and reddish, which becomes a problem after the toner fades and you end up with ugly orange hair. Toning is the last part, and as the name suggests, tones the hair to the color you want it to. So if you want to tone it pink or purple or blue, that's where the quote-unquote color comes in. The toner I chose was kind of this ash blonde color. I feel like that was the look that is the most popular with ABGs these days, so that's the one I chose. And lastly, and best of all styling, my hair was blow dried, curled to show maximum ABG-ness. Then we did a quick photo shoot sesh and I was at the door at 11 p.m. Mind you, my appointment was at 12:40 p.m. at noon. Looking like an ABG takes way more effort than I expected, Jesus, but please support Decode Salon and other Asian-owned salons and businesses. They have a location in Soho/Chinatown and a Flushing one as well, and Q is literally the best.
Hey guys, so I'm going to get some black high-waisted shorts because that was part of my ABG outfit plan. I don't have black high-waisted shorts actually, so I am in Midtown in New York on 5th Avenue, and we're going to pop into some shops to see if we can find some ABG worthy shorts for us. So let's The weather is extremely nice outside right now today in New York, which is a surprise because it is April and I just finished a run actually. So I'm going to get my ABG nails done, which is basically, to my knowledge, they're really long and kind of have this oval or square tip. I honestly have no idea. So we'll go in and see what the ladies at the nail salon says. And I haven't gotten my nails done in basically since pre-pandemic, so I don't even remember. So I'm really excited. So let's get our nails done.
So nails was the next item on my ABG checklist, so I went to Column Nails, a Asian-owned salon in Midtown in New York. Please go support them, they're awesome. And I got these long almond-shaped red nails done because based on my research, ABG nails are often extended and super long. But idiot me decided that it would be okay to go on vacation for a week after filming this section and then finishing the rest of the video after, and now my nails look like goats have bit my fingers. So we resort to plan B. Fake it till we make it. We got these awesome ABG worthy press-ons from Oh My Nails, and I had a hard time choosing from 5 colors. Pillow Talk, which is this gorgeous nude color in the color of Kylie Jenner's lips. Lavender Lace, a pale lavender. Treasure the Night, a darker brown nude. Creme de Nude, a lighter brown nude. And Egyptian Goddess, a rich orangey toned red. In my personal opinion, I thought that Pillow Talk was the most ABG, so I'm going to go ahead and complete the process of sticking these on. Hello and welcome to the makeup section. While I do my makeup, I invite you to have a conversation with me about Asianness, Asian women, and ABGs in general, and what it's like being an Asian woman. But before that, this is my first makeup tutorial on this channel ever, so I need to just sit here for a moment and channel my inner Michelle Phan, because I'm gonna tell you, every Asian girl my age growing up has probably watched Michelle Phan at some point because she is the ultimate Asian beauty queen, hands down. I'm gonna attempt my best impression of Michelle, and I'm gonna try to channel Michelle in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to start off this look by putting in some colored contacts. Asian baby girls are often seen with lighter colored eyes, so today I will be selecting a color from one of my favorite South Korean contact lens brands, Happy Kristen. I tried 4 colors to see which one feels the most Asian baby girl. Cheerful Kristen Green, which is a beautiful warm tone green. Like you. Secretive Kristen Brown, which is a brown with soft specks of hazel. Cheerful Kristen Violet, a soft light purple. And go Kristen Blue, a bright blue. So today I decided to choose Rock and Roll Kristen Blue as I think it gives the best Asian baby girl look. Oh, Jesus, you guys have no idea. The last portion, I was filming a voiceover in my bathroom, trying to channel my soothing Michelle ASMR voice, and that was actually really draining, and I am sweaty now. And in general, this is my first makeup tutorial ever, so I'm a little nervous because I want to structure this in a way where we're having more of a conversation about just Asian women, Asianness, just ABGs in general. I'm gonna not talk about directly the products, so I'm gonna link the products down below if you guys are curious what products I used. Let me tell you the story of how the term ABG or Asian baby girl came to be. First of all, what's interesting is that I feel like despite how popular the term ABG has been, I never actually researched into what it actually meant, originated from, so that was just like a big learning experience for me, even as an Asian American woman myself, prepping and filming and creating this creative concept behind this video. The original term actually stands for Asian baby gangster, and that is because it was believed to be originated from certain Chinatown gangs that was in the Chinatowns of New York as well as in California. I always thought the term baby was a little bit weird because, again, it goes to kind of a certain ideal that Asian women are kind of submissive, but I guess it means or is intended to mean that Asian women just have in general on average a more petite stature than, I don't know, Caucasian women or other women, so I guess it's semi-justified. So that's interesting because I actually never knew that there were Chinatown gangs that existed in the 90s or whenever these groups were predominantly existing during that time. Kind of makes sense that there's a lot of ABGs in, you know, the Bay Area these days. So I guess in a way you can say that ABGs were the counter-revolution of the traditional stereotype in America for Asian women to kind of have this orientalist lotus blossom complex thing, which is basically this idea that Asian women are all just, you know, submissive, which is deeply just toxic, and I can just rant days and days beyond how just fucked up that is. It's this idea that all Asian women are subservient, innocent, childlike. Really, it doesn't matter if you are actually like that and you're a woman or not. It's what more so matters is when society and white males in general view that as a fetish and start fetishizing Asian women. And the crazy thing about this that I didn't know until I kind of try to educate myself very recently is that these go way back to the times of World War II, where Asian women, during the Vietnam War and all that, were brought back by white soldiers, by white American soldiers, to be wives, and then a lot of them, these stories are so sad, a lot of them just ended up being left behind in the United States, in a country where they didn't know the language of, they didn't know how to just live in or have any community or friends in. All of those years of that kind of stuff just built up to what we have today, where there's a lot of hate crimes, but also a lot of fetishization against Asian women. Also, I typically never contour my face this much. I've done it a couple of times before, so I look like a fucking cat right now, but I'm sure that will change, or I hope. Today, yellow fever is still a thing. Dude, honestly, yellow fever has lasted way fucking longer than COVID-19. Okay, I'm gonna blend this shit so I don't look like a freaking monkey. So the interesting thing is that ABGs, as you have seen in this video so far with the transformation, are kind of the opposite of what the traditional Orientalist view of Asian women are. Are typically portrayed as confident, really assured with their sexuality, with their body. They're not afraid to be quote-unquote sexy. So on that note, it is quite nice and awesome to think about. I guess one of the good things about the term or the phenomenon of the Asian baby girl is actually created by the Asian American community themselves. So I'm glad this is not something that was created by a white guy. So in the last decade or so, it has been recirculating and being repopularized, especially by the rise of a very popular Asian Australian group that we probably all have heard of subtle Asian traits. And subtle Asian traits was founded September of 2018, so it makes sense that it has helped the term become more socialized and popular. The earliest that I personally heard about the term ABG was probably around 2015 or 2016 when I was a junior or senior in high school in Southern California. So I guess it makes sense I heard about it pretty early because I grew up in California and that is definitely a hotspot for Asian culture and ABGs in general. So I remember it then kind of became like a joke almost. Like I remember some of my acquaintances or friends would be like, oh, you're such an ABG. And I was like, what the hell does that even mean? And I think it was because like I wore like fake eyelashes once to this like prom fashion show charity event. And it's interesting because my automatic pre-programmed autopilot response was, oh no, like I am not an ABG. And it was only very recently that I sat down with myself and thought, why was that such an autopilot response? And honestly, I came to realize a terrible societal implication that if you are a woman and you are sexy or you look hot or you are pretty, then you are judged for not being intelligent. And something that I hate is that the term ABG has kind of became the Asian equivalent of the dumb blonde joke, where it's like, oh, you see like a blonde girl, then she must be like dumb or stupid, which is not the case. I know plenty of fantastic, amazing, super smart blonde girls. And that's the same way for ABGs too. I feel like people are so surprised when they see like a girl who looks like an ABG succeed in like a career in investment banking, finance, or software engineering. There are friends that I know who look like ABGs, dress like ABGs, live that ABG lifestyle, but also are just super intelligent people. So I don't understand why I feel like even myself has been conditioned by society to think that if you look a certain way, then you may not be intelligent. And that's a really shitty feeling to have as a woman. Like really shitty feeling. I feel like there is this constant unnecessary need to feel like you need to prove yourself just because you don't confine to what society's definition or vision or picture of smart is. Dude, I feel like as women, we just can't fucking win, can we? We're either not smart enough or not hot enough. Like, what the fuck does the world want from us? Again, like, this is like a larger just like issue. Like, do you guys remember when Karlie Kloss like came out with her computer science thing and people were like making such a big deal out of it, like as if a gorgeous Victoria's Secret model like her cannot also be intelligent? Like, people be like, this girl was hot, this girl was smart, my 2 brain cells cannot comprehend that. The conversation that my roommate and I have actually been having for the last couple of months on and off is this idea that a woman's self-expression should not affect how they are viewed in the professional world. And we mainly approach the subject from a hair color perspective of dyeing your hair. To provide context, if you don't watch my channel, both me and my roommate are working kind of just regular corporate jobs. We're both management consultants. One of the concerns that we had about dyeing my hair, because a while back, before I actually dyed my hair for this video, I wanted to actually like dye my hair like a silverish lavender or a purple or maybe even a pink depending on what looks good. But then my roommate and I had this conversation and she said she considered dyeing her hair as well, but one of the questions that her parents asked her was, how do you think HR at your company would perceive this? How would clients at your company perceive this? How would your teammates and managers kind of perceive this? Which shouldn't be the case. I feel like it doesn't matter if you have tattoos or piercings or dyed hair, you should be treated with the same level of respect and worthiness and just competence. Especially women when they go through like an appearance change that they are just very clearly like judged differently on the spectrum of just intelligence or competence, which is never the case. You should never judge anyone, man or women, by their appearance, their level of intelligence, but unfortunately that happens even more common for women. I'm just realizing how fucking hard it is to do my makeup and talk to the camera at the same fucking time. Wow, I can never survive as a beauty guru on YouTube. Alright, here's time for some next next level shit of taping my eyes. So I have used this trick before when I wore pretty heavy makeup in high school. What I used to do is take Scotch tape and I kind of like put it on my hand once to get rid of like extra stickiness so I don't get premature aging, which I probably will do anyways from doing this. Place it diagonally from the corner of my eye up to where my eyebrows end. And what that can help do is create a really sharp line for your eyeshadow. Oh god, I made this piece way too fucking long. I'm gonna look crazy. This is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Anyways, back to the conversation. So another thing is that ABGs are known for wearing heavy makeup and oftentimes thin clothing. I just realized I probably should have explained what makeup look I am doing. Small segue into explaining ABG makeup is that oftentimes ABG makeup is kind of consistent or comprises of a really dark smoky eye, a lot of eyeliner, false lashes. You guys probably heard of like all the false lashes tropes out there. Heavy like contouring, very sharp, brows are always on fleek. In general ABG makeup for you. As I was saying before, there is the trope that ABGs wear heavy makeup and wear thin clothing, but that is not a reason to say that women are asking for it. Women should be able to, again, self-express without judgment. Like just because someone wears thin clothing doesn't mean they want to have sex with you. Brain cells. Actually makes me quite sad sometimes when I hear ABGs being classified as quote-unquote sluts. Like I even hate saying that word because it's just derogatory and so genderized that I'm just not a fan of that word in general. I think if I were to kind of just reflect on my own personal experience growing up as an Asian American woman, I feel like it was very hard for me to even experience something like this ABG phenomenon. There were not a lot of Asians at my school. People made fun of what I ate at lunch, thinking it like smelled weird. So it was just like, and also I didn't see a lot of Asian representation in media as a whole growing up. So I just didn't have like a idea of what a view of another Asian woman would look like. Actually quite interesting, subtle Asian traits, and when I did get to the later stages of high school, that there seems to be a general sense of unity and shared experiences being documented online and creating these subcultures and these conversations, which I honestly thought was awesome because I really thought I was our family was the only one who doesn't use the dishwasher, when I realized that is such a common, you know, like Asian American experience that it really does make me happy that these communities have existed, and largely that might be why that we saw a large growth of this idea of an ABG, because for the first time there was kind of this like unified aspirational almost aspect of a specific type of Asian women, whether you view it as something you align with or not align with, at least it's something there. I honestly have never been exposed before to this idea of fetishization of Asian women because I just, you know, like never heard about it like growing up. So like you should be able to love whoever you want to love, but I think more so the problem comes when you're only attracted to someone solely and fully because of their race and the stereotypes that were kind of ingrained within their history in America, and that is why you're attracted to them, and that is how I would define fetishization versus a preference. I unfortunately had plenty of just Asian American female friends who had problems with white men in college, and there were certain figures at Penn and just at school of people who were known to be specifically into Asian women, and just solely for the fact because they were Asian. And that honestly still is something that is permeated in a lot of just fraternity Greek life culture, where this kind of stigma has been rained down from like history and just like decades and decades of this kind of sort of thinking. Trying to do my eyeliner and talk to the camera at the same time, it's a fucking pain in the ass, dude. In my time at Penn, there were a lot of articles written in a student newspaper of Asian women actually talking about these experiences and documenting kind of this dialogue about the fetishization of Asian women, so I'm glad that at least a lot of people on college campuses are now addressing it and talking about it. So in a way, that is progress. Oh, guys, wait for it, wait for it. I think we're ready for the reveal. Just watch this. It's really sick. Look at how sharp that line is. Tape is a freaking lifesaver. This is like the most satisfying thing in the whole world. Very sharp, very crisp, ready to cut a man. So now on to the most exciting part and probably the most defining thing in an ABG makeup look. And probably one of the most defining things about ABG makeup, which is the false eyelashes. Classic ABG starter pack essential. The lashes I'm gonna use today is doe lashes. This is so fucking cute. Like, tell me this is not so fucking cute. Basically, there's actually like a very interesting story behind doe lashes that I would like to share. The founder is actually a friend of mine that I've met like long time ago in high school at a conference. His name is Jason Wong. He's super awesome. Please look him up and support his business. He has ran a lot of different consumer product businesses in the past. He is a partner at his own fund, Wong House Ventures, and I just think that what he is doing is so cool, and really we should really be out there supporting young Asian American entrepreneurs and creators. So I think what he's doing is super awesome, so definitely check out his lashes. I'm not just saying this because I'm a friend, but I actually think these are really, really good and high quality, awesome lashes. And the wildest thing about these lashes is that Michelle Phan, the OG YouTube beauty queen, also recommends these lashes, so I think that's pretty cool. And he also created these because his girlfriend wanted better fake eyelashes, which isn't that just the fucking cutest thing ever? One I'm gonna use today is called Uwu Lash, which is really funny because all these names are also like just great. Ooh. They're so soft. Oh my god. My lashes are literally like, they're literally like a little hood over my eyes. I cannot understand how people wear dramatic lashes on a day-to-day basis because I'm just like, holy hell, like, this is crazy. I'm just gonna lightly blend my real lashes. Oh my god, these are so big. They're not even going through. It's mascara. But anyways, we are nearing the end of the makeup segment, so I should probably finish up my rant. Thank you for listening to my just thoughts and very unstructured rambles about the thoughts that I have on honestly just being Asian American women. There's a lot to unpack, and it's conversations that I've been having with the people around me. I thought this would be, I don't know, just like a good chat for just me and everyone, whoever's watching, to kind of just have dialogue about it. Just to kind of have space to talk about these things and make it more normalized and prevalent to have these sort of conversations. I think everyone, including myself, is still learning, and I think it's okay to want to learn about a space, and you could potentially say the wrong things. Like, if you feel like I have misinterpreted anything, feel free to leave it in the comments down below, and I would definitely be open to reading all of them because everyone is still learning, and everyone should strive and aim to keep learning and keep hearing new perspectives. Anyways, just decided to create some classic looking ABG overdrawn lips. This is a trick. If you start with a darker color and then you put a lighter color in the center, it makes your lips look more voluminous. Alright, last but not least, gotta make sure the highlight is always on fleek. Now that I'm done with the makeup, I am going to continue to do my hair, and ABGs are known to have really, really long hair, and my hair, I just cut it a while back, so it is kind of medium length on the shorter side, so I've opted to using these babies. Hair extensions. And when I told you that I was nervous for the makeup section, I am even more nervous for this section because I've never put on hair extensions ever in my life. So I watched like one tutorial, so hopefully this will end up okay. So let's just see how it goes. Oh my god, I'm literally just sticking these on, but do you know what I feel like I look like right now? If you've ever seen one of those like traditional Asian fighting dramas where they're like floating in the air and the guy always has really, really long hair, that's how I feel like I look like right now. Stick these into the base of my hair, I suppose. Absolutely no idea. Hello. I went off camera and did my hair extensions. I feel like I probably look terrible right now because I am very bad at putting on hair extensions. So you can definitely tell there's a lot of unevenness, and I probably should have brought 2 packs, but you know, everything is fine. So we will move on to the next section, which is tattooing myself. So there is the Asian baby girl stereotype of just having like flower tattoos or Chinese character tattoos. So I just bought this like temporary tattoo off Amazon. So I'm gonna put it on this arm. I'm gonna have to take out the band-aid first because I got vaccinated like 2 days ago. Get your vaccine, guys. Okay, so I've been instructed that all you need to do is put this on, pattern down, and use a wet sponge to put it on yourself. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, I'm either going to peel this off and look really stupid, or it's gonna be great. So I don't even have a mirror, so I have no idea what this is going to look like. Does it look good? I actually have no idea. Holy shit. Oh my god, I look so different. But hey, it turned out well. I'm just here and I'm staring at myself in the mirror and I'm like, who am I? But anyways, this is the ABG outfit that I put together. As you guys know, as I explained, ABGs wear a lot of just black clothing, so I just decided to go with some stuff that I had in my wardrobe. Of course, you guys saw me shopping for the shorts, which I didn't have. So I have black high-waisted shorts on with just a black kind of cropped tank top and some black knee-high boots to complete the look. I wasn't sure if I should go with sneakers or boots, but they seemed equally worn by ABG, so I was like, you know, why not just do the boots? So yeah, this is the finished look. I feel really outside of my comfort zone right now, but that is the finished look, everyone. Thanks for being on this journey all the way till now. Oh, so I also put on some jewelry, so I ended up choosing these gold chain looking earrings, which I thought were very ABG, as well as some fake cartilage like cuffs, because I was not about to get a cartilage piercing for this, and I know that ABGs have a lot of piercings. So the last thing I'm going to do is actually walk to Chinatown, go buy boba as a prop, and we'll just do a quick shoot. You know, just for the funsies. Why not? Honestly, this was so much effort.
Boba is procured! Woo!
So much for watching and supporting my channel. As always, as a Asian American small content creator, I really appreciate every single one of you who watches my videos, and hopefully this video was kind of just like a fun but also insightful way to kind of inspire more dialogue about some of these topics surrounding Asianness, being an Asian woman, and just the shedding light on the whole ABG phenomenon as a whole, which I got to learn a lot more in the process of creating this video in the first place. I encourage you guys to go out there and support Asian-owned businesses, and also just, you know, not be afraid to express yourself and make your voice heard as an Asian American person. Also, I realized this is coming out in May, which is perfect because May is Asian and Pacific Islander American Month, so it's kind of just a month to celebrate the heritage of the people who do belong into that culture. So thought it would be a fun video. But thank you guys so much. If you like more content like this, please subscribe, like, comment, whatever helps. Would love to hear your thoughts and continue to dialogue in the comments below. And hope you guys have a lovely day. Love you all. Bye guys. I have a sudden urge to go to a rave now.